Thank you and welcome to the show this morning. The topic this morning is the Metropolitan Nashville Police Department and Community Relations. And we're fortunate to have with us to talk about the Metropolitan Nashville Police Department and Community Relations, Pastor KWalker. And of course with Pastor KWalker is Miss Bonita, Officer, Sergeant, really, Bonita Blue, B-L-U-E. I think
Yes.
I've said that on many occasions, Miss Blue, when we had you as a student
Yes,
at
sir.
Tennessee State University. And of course, Mr. James Duke has been with us earlier, and I think you are chaplain.
Yes,
I think Mr. Duke
That's right.
with the Metropolitan Police Department.
Right,
and let me welcome all three of you, Pastor Walker, to the show this morning. And let's start off, Pastor Walker, by having you to give us some statements in reference to your background, your education, and some of your experiences. Ms. Blue will do the same in reference to her activities, and of course Mr. Duke will do the same. And by that time, we should have used the first 6 minutes, and then we'll take a commercial break, and we'll get back into the second segment of the show this morning, and then we'll be able to move forward.
All right,
Okay.
Dr. Haynes, as usual, let me first of all thank you for the opportunity to come on the show and talk about some issues that's very pertinent to us. And this is, to me, you always see it from one side or the other, but you have the Metro Police officers on the set, and also myself as not the voice of the community, but to speak to some of the concerns of the community. I think it's a unique situation here. My name is Pastor KWalker. I was born right here in Nashville, Tennessee. Attended the public schools in Nashville, Tennessee up until the time, of course, I'm not ashamed to say that I got kicked out of all the public schools in Nashville. I wasn't a guy of great character during that time in my life, and from there I ended up getting in some trouble. Actually shot a guy when I was age 15, ended up at age 17 going into the military as a way to escape being incarcerated. Judge Richard Jenkins saw that as the best route for me. I had been experiencing with drugs and alcohol for many years of my life, and when I got out of the Navy, didn't make it in there long. Got out of the Navy and I went through OIC, Opportunities Industrial Relations Center. From there I got a GED. From there I went on to Tennessee State University, spent a little time with there, but all during that period of time I was strung out on drugs, and especially heroin during that period of time. I got strung out while I was in the Navy on heroin. But after I got out, I got kicked out, not kicked out of Tennessee State. I had to drop out of there because I couldn't stay focused, and ended up incarcerated after doing many crimes, incarcerated in the state prison system. Did a total of actually 5 years of my life incarcerated in state prison system, in and out of jails and the like, and workhouses and stuff like that. But that's who I am, and that's where I am today. I had some great parents that raised me up the right way, but I chose to go the other way. But I'm here and thankful to be able to sit beside 2 Metropolitan Police officers and not run.
Very good. And I must say you're making a tremendous contribution, Pastor Walker, you see, and we're glad to have you here with us this morning. Ms. Blue, what about you?
First of all,
Sergeant Blue.
I'd like to say I'm honored to be in the studio with my former professor that had me getting up early in the morning working on papers, and I want to say thank you. That taught me some discipline, getting up early in the morning. My name is Sergeant Bonita Blue. I'm a police sergeant over the East Precinct School Resource Division. I cover, as of right now, 9 elementary and high schools in that division. I've been on the police department for 11 years. I graduated from Tennessee State, undergrad in accounting, a master's in business. I fell into this profession. I had my best friend, her husband got killed in the line of duty in Memphis. And when I saw the officers come out to support her, and at that time their daughter was only just under 1 year old, and the city of Memphis and the officers around the country came out and supported her so greatly that it touched me. And also I knew of a young man who was afraid of the police, and I decided to become a police officer in order to show youth that you don't have to be afraid of us. You can get to know us one-on-one. So I've been blessed enough that I was an SRO in the middle school level at Bass and McKissick. End up going into patrol, then later I'm now a sergeant over the school resource division, so I'm back with my youth again, working with them on a daily basis.
And I think that's essentially what we want to hear, the information. And what we'll do, James Duke,
yes,
is to, Chaplain, give you an opportunity when we come back after this